What's the best part of having a child? For years, I felt like the only thing I was good at was surviving. I worked 2 jobs, mornings at a grocery store, nights cleaning office buildings. I juggled rent hikes, skipped meals, and pushed through migraines just to stay afloat. My childhood was a revolving door of foster homes and broken promises, so having a kid was never something I dreamed about. Then came Benji, unexpected, unplanned. His dad ghosted the second that pregnancy test came back positive, blocked my number, moved apartments, vanished like smoke. I almost didn't go through with it. I sat in that clinic waiting room for 2 hours, staring at the forms, before I walked out. Something told me to try. My pregnancy was rough. I worked up until my due date, hiding the bump under oversized hoodies even in July. Nobody at work knew until I went into labor during my shift. 18 hours of screaming, crying, begging for it to stop. No one in the waiting room, just me and the nurses who rotated shifts. But when they finally placed Benji on my chest, quiet, warm, blinking up at those harsh hospital lights, I whispered, "Hey, little man," and I swear he smiled. The nurse said it was gas. I didn't care. The best part of having a child wasn't the milestones people post about on social media, not his first steps or first words. It was this one day when Benji was 6 years old. I came home from the worst shift of my life. Some guy had screamed at me for 20 minutes because we were out of his brand of cereal. My manager wrote me up for being rude when I told him we'd restock tomorrow. My back hurt so bad I could barely stand. My shoes were soaked through from slush and snow. I wanted to collapse, maybe cry, maybe both. I opened the apartment door, and there he was, standing in our tiny kitchen, arms covered in flour, holding a burnt pancake on a paper plate. "I made you dinner," Benji said, grinning like he'd just won a medal. "It's kinda ugly, but I tried." The pancake was black on one side, raw in the middle. Flour was everywhere, the counter, the floor, somehow on the ceiling. The mixing bowl was still in the sink, batter dripping down the sides. I sat down right there on the kitchen floor and cried for 10 minutes straight. Benji stood there patting my shoulder, confused, asking if he did something wrong. I couldn't explain it to him. Couldn't tell him that nobody had ever made me dinner before. Not in my entire life. That this burnt, ugly pancake was the most beautiful thing anyone had ever given me. I ate every bite, even the burnt parts. Benji sat next to me on the floor, eating his own creation, talking about his day at school, how his teacher let him feed the class hamster, how he traded his juice box for an extra cookie at lunch. That moment lived rent-free in my chest forever. That was the best part of having a child.